Simon & Schuster Audio presents My Alphabet, A Life from A to Z, written and read by Nick Hewer. Never try to eat the elephant all at once. A is for the Apprentice, Amstrad, and Alan Sugar. Life in the Sugar Shaker. Long after leaving the Apprentice, there are still two questions that punctuate my daily life, and they're both asked by strangers in the street, on trains, in airport queues, coffee shops, hotel foyers, and even while taking a pee in the gents. They are, firstly, was being on the Apprentice fun? And secondly, so what's he like then? Everybody thinks that being on The Apprentice must be the biggest laugh ever, and for a long time it was enormous fun. But I've got to tell you that it became an absolute nightmare, at least for this old chap. Can you imagine anything worse than trailing around after 6 or 8 ego-crazed wannabes day after day, writing everything down, everything they say, not missing a trick, and taking it all seriously? Truth is, any fool can do what Margaret and I did, or Baroness Karen Brady of Knightsbridge and Claude Littner do, because it's not difficult. All you have to do is possess fairly good secretarial skills and a modicum of business sense, and a huge dollop of stamina. The real talent and worth of the show is when Lord Alan Sugar silently appears through that glass door, enters the boardroom and gets to work on dissecting the task in hand, discovering who was responsible for the failure, or indeed success of the task in question. It was the stamina that did it for me, which is why I packed it in, because after 10 years I'd had enough. I was exhausted and bored and irritable, and I thought, right, I'd better get out of this before I become a real nuisance. Additionally, it was beginning to put a strain on my relationship with my wonderful partner, Catherine. While she's the soul of patience and generosity, I was starting to fret at never being able to get home during the lengthy shoot, for it was pretty much 24/7. On a show as big as The Apprentice, when most of the action takes place out on the road, the logistics are formidable. And once you're signed up, you belong to the producers, and they can be tough to deal with. I missed one family funeral, as I could not be spared, and when Catherine's wonderful and much-loved mother Helen, who was living with us, passed away, I just made it to the funeral in our village church. But there was a car waiting with the engine running to take me back to London. I had barely 10 minutes to join the other mourners at the house before I was whisked away, and amazingly...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?